I was just listening to my boy Wise One. It's Victoria Cooper. Um, I don't really listen to many people. I just really listen to the first two shorts, and then I'm going on about my business, y'all. I go on about my business. And that's why I told the Wise One, man, don't ever think about quitting. Because you know what? You doing something greater than most of the people in the world. You helping God's children get through another day. It ain't nothing more precious than that. It ain't nothing more beautiful than that. It don't even matter if you're in the stadium sitting with the people who watching us. You still got the word to say and know what to say. Almost like John the Baptist. So keep your head up, homie. It ain't gonna always be like this. Nothing ever stays the same. And I know my Father, you do good by me, he gonna do good by you. I promise you that. Now, this is what I wanna say, because his last message was pretty deep. It wasn't deep to me. I mean, it was deep, but I growed up in it. And I realized that scenario a long time ago. And I thought we all did, since most of us are from the street. But obviously we didn't get it, did we, y'all? Because you know why? A lot of us are not from the street. You might have moved to the streets. You might have went to the streets. You probably went with somebody in the streets, but you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. But he was hitting on a topic of, my coffee at. He said people didn't want to help me because they didn't want to be disowned by the crowd that was around. And that kind of took me by surprise, because I was like, wait a minute. I know he right, but it's scary to know that he right. We grown. Some of these people older than me, if not older than me, been in the game longer than me. Conduits, high vibrational people. Been in the business world longer than I have. And you mean to tell me they can't function without their groups? They can't function without their friends? Some of these people got successful businesses. You mean to tell me they can't function without their group? They can't function without their friends? They can't function without their associates? Wow, that's amazing. Because let me tell y'all something out there. I learned a long time ago, you come into this world by yourself and you leave out. And when I started pouring into myself, you think you see me by myself. I can have the world on my side if I want to. I can have the biggest gang in the world if I want to. It's lonely at the top. I learned that from my father, God. When God is over there in the astro, he got everybody. He can't get rid of them. But for some reason on this earth, God is alone, it feel like. Oh yeah, you pray to God, God give me this, God give me that. But when God give it to you, where you at? Do you love God the same when he give it to you? Do you love God the same when he don't give it to you? Do you love God the same when you rich? Do you love God the same when you poor? This is powerful. You better know it. So I was sitting here thinking, I was like, man, it was a lot of beautiful people who was supposed to help me. This was just a test from God. And some of y'all pages in this book is terrible. And some of y'all are actually angels. You was angels. Now you in the sea of debate. Very scary place. So, I want to say this. When I was young, I didn't even know I was royalty. But I knew I was somewhat royalty because my family pretty much owned this whole neighborhood. And I hung with my best friends was the main ones who owned the neighborhood. May Francis, my grandma, my grandpa. And I learned a lot from them. And they didn't deal with people. And they trained, like I said, I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning, go around, because this is a community. We had to go around, clean out the slop for people, empty the slop for people, feed the slop to pigs. Then I had to be back home by 6 o'clock, by 6:30, had to get ready to get up, again, get ready for school. Every day. I didn't do it a lot because I was complaining like most kids do, but I did it just about, it was my job. It was a gift from my grandpa. My grandpa taught me how to cut grass properly. My grandpa taught me how to do maintenance properly. My grandpa taught me how to work on cars properly. My grandpa taught me how to stay out the way properly. My grandpa taught me how to get in the way properly. My grandma and my grandpa taught me when to speak and when not to speak. And they didn't have to force this on me. They were my best friends. I just learned it from them, from being around them. I used to have a gang with me back in the days, and my grandpa and my grandma would tell me which one of them were lazy and which one to get rid of, and they were right on point. And in the end of all that, even if I had something that was strong and ready, my grandpa and my grandparents, they would tell me, you ain't got but one friend with you, and that was my brother Nick. Out of all them people I had with me, we go into gang violence, they were there. When we get jumping on people, they were there. Selling drugs, everything wrong, they were there. But when it came to doing right, came to going to jail, they wasn't there. They wasn't there to be supportive. And if we did go to jail together, they was pointing me out. They was pointing me out. And I didn't have nothing to do with it. And I learned this as a teenager. In the streets where you feel you need to have somebody. Because if you walk with just yourself, every day you come outside of your house, somebody gonna jump you. But I had to learn to walk straight up. I had to learn to stand straight up. I didn't know. When I just heard the wise one say what he said, I didn't know grown folks at this age still had a problem with that. Some of y'all got businesses or a successful business. What are y'all doing? See, I don't trust people like that. Thank you, Lightning. Here come God. My father God coming through. I don't trust people like that. I didn't know y'all was that childish in the mind. When did y'all stop? When did y'all drop the divine? How did y'all even get so fine? Must have been the bloodline. Too bad when you mess with the wrong kind. That fine wine is no longer fine. We gonna all learn today. We gonna learn today, ain't we? I thought y'all knew that, but I could tell by the way y'all was attacking me, y'all either couldn't have been really truly born in the streets and born with a silver spoon in your mouth, or your mind ain't there. Because I learned a long time ago with karma, when you pick on people who don't deserve it, she will tear you apart, inside out. Have you out here looking like you can't even grab your head good. Yeah, while you doing the problem, yeah, while you torturing the person, you got all the sex partners, you got all your drug partners, but not even realizing that is the problem. That is your arrest. That is what you was considered guilty. God said, give it to him. Allow it. Because stuff like that is not only temporary fixes, but it's sin. So you selling out God's gift for sin, whether it's sex, drugs, alcohol, no matter what it is, you selling out God's child for sin. He will tear your house of thunder. He will bring your house of thunder. He will make you lose that business. He will make you lose that position. He will turn your whole life upside down overnight. Y'all must didn't know. So y'all must have been, okay, the silver spoon, what that mean? That means somebody had you and keeping you up. Now, they can't even keep you up because you don't torture nobody that's good to you. You don't even bother nobody, period. But not only did y'all torture somebody that was good to you, you tortured God's child and you knew it was God's child. And you got a price to pay. All of you. And the ancestors that helped you do it do too. But I'm sure they probably didn't. They jumped on our side immediately. You just didn't even realize it because you were too busy playing the fool. Wow, I didn't know this. I didn't know y'all that. When your mind, when you are that old, some of y'all got kids. When you are that old and you are still playing games like that, you had already started descending a long time ago. Your ancestors dropped you a long time ago. You were just vibing, you were the angel, you're a conduit. It just took a minute for you to realize how low you already done go. Now you froze, stagnated, like you supposed. See, y'all thought, I got on here and you picked on me, you said my life. I said I was in here, I'm living my purpose. And you thought I was just countering my parents, countering my family. No, I was countering you. Them backwards relics. Them backwards conduits. Them backwards angels. The ones who decided to stay in the negative. See, it is dangerous for somebody to your power, at your degree of power, to stay in the negative. It is a must that you start walking in the positive. And if you don't walk in the positive, somebody got to throw a wrench in your wheel and make you spin over and bust your head. You thought by picking on me, I'm the pillar. I told y'all to read Jude up to Revelation. It don't take you the first 3 chapters and keep reading it until you really get it good. Cause we living in it. I'm a pillar. I'm God's child, I'm an angel. I don't have to be here. Just like my brother Jesus and the ones that were before me, we come here to teach you something. We didn't come here so you could teach me. We didn't come here so you could torture us. We didn't come here so you could belittle us. We don't care if we got a display or exotic or nothing at all, because we didn't come here to be pleasured in human activities. We are war angels. We come here for our Father's will, and that's to fix this wheel that's been out of place for a long time because y'all don't know y'all place. Now, you can hide, y'all trying to hide everything, but I've been in this body for a long time. I already know. I told you on Facebook, I'm sorry, y'all, for expanding my energy like this. And I showed y'all my all. I showed y'all my humiliation. I showed y'all everything. And you wrote it off. How could you write a person like me off as off in the first place for you to even do such a thing, let you know you ain't right? Now, to hear my man say that, I hate to say the fact that he's right. Y'all grown. Some of y'all got kids, homes, responsibilities, and y'all still thinking like that? Y'all the kind of parents that tell your kids this all the time, but you ain't even listening to the words that's coming out of your own mouth. I've been taking on attacks after attacks after attacks. And let me tell y'all something about them false promises. You know what's beautiful about this? God let me tap you on the shoulder that was really twin flames and soulmates. See, now that we know each other, let me tell you the great thing about science and the reality of the facts that you are really a soul tribe of mine. As long as I stay stuck, as long as I stay getting tortured, and as long as I stay always getting attacked, then the same thing gonna happen to you. Facts. Now I want the whole world to monitor every last one of these individuals that was a part of this situation and watch how they stay hurting just because I'm hurt. It's science. It's science. Spiritual science. So it don't matter who y'all thought y'all was. Who you thought you was no more and no longer when you decided to come in God's house and disrespect God's child and sacrifice God's child. Everything that you ever thought you earned, everything that you ever thought you worked for, everything that you ever thought you built turned into trash as soon as you thought about treating God's child like trash. I needed y'all help. Being tortured every day. This was a test. This is a book. God already had everybody, all these energies. God already had the program already set made. God was just letting y'all know to see what was going on, like in the Bible where it says a family of 5 are turn against each other. God wants you to see the Bible fulfilling. And what did y'all do? Did you come help me? No, you didn't only not come and help me. You never met me, never seen me, never shook my hand. And you slept with the person that put me in the situation. Made love to the people who kept me in the situation. Donated, funded to the people who torture me every day. In every way fashionable. And you knew every day I was tortured. And the most y'all done is call me, get up. You was supporting them ways. Days I needed rest, you made sure I didn't get no rest them days. Wanted me to go crazy. So when I played, I went crazy. You went on here and laughed at me and talked about me in every way. And you said they all laughing at you and you were supposed to be a lover that was on your way. Guilty. All you guilty. Everybody's guilty. See, I got eyes. Anubis and Ra. Justice is here. It wasn't for me to suffer and worry about how I was suffering. It was for me to catch you who are built physicians for this world, to save this world, to save this planet in every way fashionable. It was for me to see you. Not only are you not doing your job, but you working in reverse. You are killing people for $1. And like I said, some of y'all angels, where you was. Now, this is what I want y'all to realize. I want y'all to see this. Now, watch how they take your angel wings. We're going to watch this process. If you don't work super duper hard, really real hard, to get your energy back and to fix this mess that you made up, they're going to take your wings first. When they take your wings first, that your ancestors going to drop you to another level. When they drop you to another level, you're going to notice your job don't treat you like they used to. You're going to notice your friends and your companions don't treat you like they used to. Y'all said y'all was scared. This is what he said. He said you were scared you was going to lose who you thought was there for you. Well, guess what, buddy? When y'all decided to do what you did to me, not only are you gonna lose it, you're gonna be in a worse position than I was in. Thank you, God, very much. That's my best friend. That's my father. That's my lover. That's everything to me. Oh, y'all just posers. I really love God. If I had to wind the times and have to sacrifice it, God had to ask me this again, and I know exactly what I'm going through right now at this moment, and I know I damn near had to live in a closet, I'd do it again, and again, and again, because that's my best friend. I love him to the end and after the end. And thanks to y'all, I realized how much of a friend that I really got with God. So thank y'all. But let me tell y'all something. Now let me bring it back to the physical. When I was growing up in the street, I realized something. I was selling drugs, doing all this stuff, but somehow I realized I'm not getting money. I'm not getting this security like I want to. And my grandparents were like, well, get rid of some of that dead weight and you'll have your money. You'll have your security like you're supposed to. Put God first. You don't need all them. So that's what I started to do. And immediately, I was paying off cars. I was able to buy cars for myself, pay them off, not just for myself, but for my lovers as well. Nice clothes, invest in businesses. Immediately, when I got rid of that dead weight, and that's when I realized, oh, this is what karma looked like. So I can't have nothing with these kind of people in my life. So I started evaluating these people. Some of these people that was in my life, I thought they was actually better than me. But when I started evaluating these people, wondering what was wrong with their life, because normally when you're in the streets, you're only in the streets because something's wrong with you. Or something's going on with you. See, me, they put me in jail wrongfully in the 11th grade and made sure I couldn't get a job. I go to school for 7 years, so I ain't have a choice but to get on the street and start selling. I ain't have no choice if I want to live. And I met a lot of other brothers and sisters out there on the street for the same reason. But then there was people on the street that was way more than we, that was just on the street because they loved the street, that was just on the street because they loved the fast life in the street, that was just on the street because they loved the drugs in the street, that was just on the street because they loved to be prostitute, that was just on the street because they loved to be hoes, just on the street because they loved to kill folk. And I said, oh, okay, I got all these people around me. Well, let me get rid of this dead weight now that I see how it go. So I started one by one, respectfully so, and telling them to their face so they won't be so hurt. And I told them I had to let them go properly. And when I let them go, all of a sudden I started to grow. Now you see how God molded me in something so low, arose from the concrete? Some of y'all had it made. All y'all had to do was come to me and help me out of this situation. That was your test. That was your purpose in this book. That's what your script was in this book. I came and saved God's child from this situation. I came and pulled him out this situation and helped him make himself out of this situation. And he didn't have to struggle no more while he was going through this situation. But instead, you supported the people who pushed me and held me in that situation. This is going to be a great book. And if you don't hurry up and get me out of here so we can all write this book and enjoy this book, I don't know what to think about the situation. This book gonna help and save the whole world. Because in this situation, I learned about this human mechanism and how we are really supposed to treat people regardless, and how it affects us immediately when we do something wrong to somebody. It don't matter if it's the smallest little mustard seed of a thing. As soon as you do something bad to somebody, immediately it starts to form. Whatever you want on somebody else, whatever you do to somebody else, you do unto others you want done to yourself. Y'all didn't do nothing but laugh at me. I can hear y'all in the Astro. I got gifts. A lot of y'all was supposed to be lovers. Y'all tore me up in the Astro. Laughed at me, picked on me, and went over there and slept with the devil. And the devil planted a seed in you. And that's why you might as well grab a shovel. Thank you, God. That devil planted a seed in you that you ain't even got to even see that devil no more. That devil planted a seed in you that's called a bad karma seed. To ensure all that good fortune that you used to have turned warped. Some of y'all already feeling it. Some of y'all already going through it. Some of y'all having problems with y'all own bodies. More or less your money. Y'all laughed at God's child. Everything about God's child to all the way down to his body. And still got the nerve today and whisper about it. And when I went crazy, the first time you ever seen me go crazy in your entire life, that since you've been spying on me in my own personal life, you ain't seen me go crazy, period, in my life. You see me doing nothing but right in my life. And you see me do wrong one time in my life, and you ready to exploit me, expose me, go on ahead and publish it and make jokes about it as if you ain't did nothing wrong in your life, as if you ain't never had a problem in your life, as if you ain't never went through anything in your own life. When I come into social media, y'all was going through some things that nobody want to talk about. And you were doing it just for $1, losing your masculinity. Losing the fact that you are losing your respect for yourself for $1. I'm telling y'all now. I was forced to stay in the mud, and even though I was forced to stay in the mud, everything that I got in the mud, I got it on my feet. I didn't get it on my knees. And that hurt me deeply when I heard Buddy say it, because he is so right. And the young lady said the same thing. Y'all did things to me that were diabolically. It was awful. It was awful. I wouldn't do nobody like that. Not my worst enemy. Y'all just kept going. Like y'all hated me and don't even know me. Then y'all were having them false promises. Yeah, we gonna come over here and I need you to do this and I need you to do that. And we gonna come over here and do this for you and I need you to do this and I need you to do that. I'm getting tortured every day, every night. I'm getting attacked all the time. And this is the best thing you could tell me is fake lies. I could have died any day, anytime, any day, anytime. And the best thing, I go to your, I'm down to the point where I need any kind of message. When I mess up and not go to God like I'm supposed to, I go online looking for a message. And the best thing I can hear is some more of your lies. Yeah, this is what I need you, this is how you got to do it. You need to start doing this. And then when you realize that you never going to come through and help a guy, you start saying what I need to do to help my own life. Okay, I ain't never seen a person that was buried alive have to save his own life. You lucky my ancestors ain't taking your gifts from you right now if they ain't already doing it. You gotta watch who you do wrong to, and you shouldn't do wrong to nobody. If you gifted like that, we are here to help people. And my people talking about, oh yeah, we want the rest of the people. No, we don't. Because you know what's sad about this whole thing? When a brother or a sister like me needs some help, we got to go to the opposite nationality. So leave them alone. Because it's always our nationality that's doing us wrong. Consistently, constantly, all the time. I'm starting to thank God that you got these situations that keep you stuck going around in circles. Because if you wasn't stuck going around in circles, you would do the whole world wrong. They got you trapped just right so you could just hurt your own. When a man can put you in your home and you look just like me and you can leave his woman alone, then you growing. Even if she is hitting on you. Energy is there. That woman don't want you, but the energy gonna test you. Satan can jump in anybody and make anybody test you. And it's up to you whether you get it right or wrong. Yeah, you sleep with somebody, that's a temporary fix. It's only good for that moment, but it ain't gonna be worth for all that karma that you ain't wanting. Every day I was tortured, getting attacked every single day. And y'all sitting over there looking at the other nationalities, what should we do? What should we do? Some of y'all had the money. Some of y'all done came by my house. And when you came by my house, 2 of y'all came by my house. And when you came by my house, you looked at my house and you looked at the situation of my house and you rolled back up the road laughing, running your mouth. And the whole time I was buried in the house. What am I supposed to look good buried in for? If they bury you in something, why is it supposed to look good? It ain't supposed to look good, is it? It's supposed to look dead. It's supposed to look crippled. It's supposed to look broken. It's supposed to look so messed up you scared to even pull in the yard because it's so broken. But that's the fact and the reality that you're supposed to be knowing. Getting poisoned all the time. At one time. Had to defend myself. Jail, the police come and got me, and there were people out here, the people that's watching this, I guess it's some kind of regular movie. The people that's watching me go to jail. The people that's supposed to be here to save me, I ain't seen these cars, I ain't seen these people, but for some reason, if the cops pull up in the yard, all of a sudden somebody pull up out of nowhere, pull in my neighbor's yard and watch the cops lock me up. This is how we treat each other. My people. It is not no one else's job to save us. You want to remove them spiritual chains. You want to get out of race. You want to get out of slavery. You keep blaming everybody else because you can't get a good paying job. You keep blaming everybody else because you can't get a good patent. You keep blaming everybody else because they won't give you what's theirs. Why in the hell do they supposed to give the sleeping giants of the earth, the first breed of the earth, the people who supposed to be running the earth in the first place? Why? This is a game. Why would your competition give you the ball and let you run it down the damn first to get hit a touchdown? Anyway, back to the basics. Like I said. Y'all did a lot of this because you were scared to be alone. Now you will be alone. It's only a matter of time. Not only are you going to be alone, but you're going to be so alone, you're going to be worse than my alone. And you ain't going to have to die to wait on it. And you know why I'm saying this? I'm not pushing this on you. I'm not wishing this on you. I know my energy. I told y'all on Facebook, I said, God will make it and put your life in a situation I wish you was gone. Y'all tortured me to death, didn't even know me. Not realizing I would have helped, if by you helping me, I would have helped you. And today you wouldn't even want. How you know this wasn't a test for the whole world to observe? And all you had to do was do right by me. And they were going to hook my people up to that pipeline. And no longer would y'all have to want. This was your opportunity to free yourself from them slavery chains that you got when we hung Jesus Christ. God sent another one of his child. My father do not repeat stuff. My father do not make no mistakes. My father is, this moment keep repeating. These Jesus Christ just keep being reborn. These Moses just keep being reborn because we keep failing the tests. He's not repeating stuff. This is how much he love us. He keep giving us a chance to make right, to do right by us. The slave chains are not coming off until we understand what we done in the first place and we make sure it never happened again. And my God ain't wrong for that. That is perfect in the right ways, all the right ways. Thank you, God. I really ain't even feeling, but I feel like after he said that, I said something, he tapped into something inside, and I feel like I need to share this right here. Because I didn't know y'all grown folks was out there acting like children, child-minded individuals. Y'all got so much going for y'allself, so you are living off somebody. You are leaning on somebody is taking care of you. Because you can't, not with no mind like that, you can't be taking care of you. Oh, I forgot you sacrificing people for a living. So that means you still can't get your own. That means you still don't know how to make it for your own. But man, I didn't need y'all. Y'all acted like y'all coming to me sexually. And then you made it about sex. You made it about a relationship. I needed to be saved. Not really. God had me all along. But the test was for you to save me. Just like my brother Jesus. You did the same thing when they walked Jesus up to the cross. And, God put Jesus in a situation where you had to save Jesus. And you said the same thing to Jesus. Save yourself. Don't look for nobody else to save you. You got to save yourself. That's why I told y'all, I don't want to hear them messages. Because you said it to my brother. I ain't the one. I ain't the one. Keep sending me the messages you want to. I break you all the way down till you ain't got no damn sight to look at. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, social media. I got in my feeling a little bit. And I'm apologizing for my father, not you. I love to apologize to God. I love to treat God with the utmost respect all the time. Y'all said the same thing to Jesus. Help yourself, save yourself. Crucify him. Y'all literally said that to Jesus. Don't it sound familiar with what you did to me? Crucify him. Did the same thing to Mary. How you know Mary ain't in that flame that I was with? Well, she ain't one of y'all. But I'm pretty sure it's that one, because the same story of that Mary sounds just like the one that I'm going through with this one, what I was going through with that one. The stories keep repeating themselves. You think the stories repeating themselves because my father, the Alpha Omega, the beginning and the end, who created all, make mistakes. No. He want to see y'all change fate. He want to see y'all do things right, the right way. Y'all asked a whole nother person, a whole nother nationality back in the days to hang Jesus Christ. Pilate or whatever his name is. And he said, you sure you want me to do this? If I do this, I have to give y'all somebody because there's no reason for me to do this. And he said, I give you Barabbas. And let me tell you how awful you were then, and you are the same way today. You are the exact same way today. He said, I give you Barabbas, which was a murderer, killer, a thief, probably a rapist and everything else. I give you Barabbas. And what the competition was telling you then was that you sure that he was making it hard for you. Basically saying, just choose Jesus. Don't choose Barabbas. And I'm going to make it easy for you to choose Jesus. I'm going to tell you that I won't separate. I won't crucify Jesus if you choose Jesus over Barabbas. But if you choose Barabbas over Jesus, you choose the murderer, you choose the killer, rapist, or whatever over Jesus, and did the same thing today, you heathens. Y'all better be praying, man. Y'all better be praying hard. Cause you know what? You better hope my brother was wrong when he said you was scared to be alone, cause you finna be alone. I didn't know you wasn't alone. Back where I'm coming from, when you get a successful business, you gotta be alone. When you be successful like y'all are, you alone. You been done learn how to be a woman and a man. You on your own. I did not know y'all wasn't on y'all own. I thought y'all just had that group and it was a part of the business thing. Associates. I didn't know y'all really needed them. Well, if you need people that bad, why are you trying to get married? Why are you trying to find a lover to torture him to death and sacrifice him? Obviously. I ain't making this long. I'm finna get off here because I ain't feeling it tonight. But my brother said something real good. You know, it's amazing how the simplest things in the world can solve all your questions. Cause man, we writing this book, and all y'all supposed to did, y'all didn't do, none of y'all did right. All y'all did was sit over there and talk. Sitting in the same spot where you gonna stay there. And you remember what I told you, some people die and go to hell and don't even realize they done went to hell and came back. Cause their life ain't never changing. Thank you, guy. Sorry it's so rough, guy, but you know, wall got me frustrated. But yeah, I'm finna let y'all go. I didn't know y'all had a child mind like that. Y'all better pray my Father have mercy on y'all. Ooh, y'all better pray my Father, because if you part of my family tree, you supposed to been vibrating a whole lot higher than that. You supposed to been a lot smarter than that. And some of y'all got childrens. Feel sorry for your kids. You must learn how to live on your own. You must learn how to grow on your own with God alone. You must learn how to lean on God alone. I didn't know y'all was that warped. So, I'm going to prophesy something for you. From this day forward, you're going to start to realize all these people that you knew you could depend on, they're going to slowly start drifting away back into their own homes. Because that's too close for comfort anyway. Y'all ain't supposed to have nothing like that. You supposed to be together for associate reason, not to do all this that y'all had going on. You got to feel it like I had to feel it. Because that's the only way you going to grow and learn how it feel to be on your own. And I'm talking about in the right way. In a way you ain't hurting nobody, you still love each other and everything, but you got to take care of your home. And they got to take care of their home. Ain't no more calling your friends and saying, what should I do in my home? Y'all out there looking for husbands and wives. Don't nobody want y'all. Don't nobody want y'all. Don't nobody want y'all. You a bunch of kids in a good place. No, that's why my father didn't let you get to me. I need a whole queen over here. And some women getting tied up with y'all that had good futures and stuff, and from what I understand, and they finna go down from dealing with you. Because you got bad karma on you now. Because you sat there and tortured guys' children for a living. I just pray. I'm going to let God deal with it God's way. I forgive, but I ain't going to forget. This is a lesson learned for myself as well. I mean, all y'all had to do was come and give me a helping hand. I did not want no ring. Not even a kiss from your lips. I wanted you to be a soul tribe. I want you to be a soulmate. I want you to be a twin or a twin flame, even if you was married. You know what twins and twin flames and soulmates do to each other, even if they happily married? They love one another. They help one another the right way. You can practice loving each other that way. What we all need, especially my people, we need to learn how to love somebody without sleeping with them. We need to learn how to love somebody without sleeping with them. Peace and love out there, y'all.